everyone, and welcome to my channel, where I discuss the latest news and trends in politics, economics, and technology. Today, I want to talk about a very controversial topic, the foreign policy of Vivek Ramaswamy, one of the Republican presidential candidates for 2024. Ramaswamy is a young tech entrepreneur who has made a fortune from biotech and pharmaceutical companies. He is also a vocal critic of China and its influence on American society and business. He has written a best-selling book called Woke Incorporated, where he exposes how corporate America is pandering to the woke agenda and undermining American values and interests. But what is his foreign policy vision? How does he plan to deal with China, the biggest rival and threat to the US in the 21st century? Well, he has recently revealed his proposal for Taiwan, the democratic island that China claims as its own and vows to reunite by force if necessary. Taiwan is also the world's main producer of semiconductors, which are vital components for many high-tech products and industries. Ramaswamy's proposal is shocking and radical. He says that the U.S. should help Taiwan deter an invasion from China until the U.S. achieves semiconductor independence by 2028. Meaning that the U.S. can produce enough semiconductors for its own needs without relying on Taiwan or other countries. He argues that this is in the U.S.'s rational self-interest, and that after 2028, the U.S. should not intervene if China decides to attack Taiwan for nationalistic reasons. In other words, Ramaswamy is willing to abandon Taiwan after using it as a pawn to secure America's technological edge over China. He is willing to sacrifice a long-standing ally and partner of the U.S., who shares democratic values and strategic interests with the U.S. in the Indo-Pacific region. He is willing to let China achieve its expansionist ambitions and threaten the stability and peace of the region and the world. He is willing to betray America's moral and legal obligation to help Taiwan defend itself from Chinese aggression, as stated in the Taiwan Relations Act of 1979. Is this a realistic, responsible, and wise foreign policy? Or is it a dangerous, reckless, and immoral one? Let's examine Ramaswamy's proposal in more detail and see why it is flawed on many levels. First of all, achieving semiconductor independence is unlikely, if not impossible, for the U.S., as it would require massive investments, infrastructure, and cooperation from other countries for. Taiwan dominates the global semiconductor market, producing about 60% of the world's supply squared. Even if the U.S. could boost its market share, it would still need to import some semiconductors from other sources for. Moreover, semiconductors are not the only critical technology that the U.S. depends on from other countries. There are many other fields where the U.S. needs to collaborate and compete with its allies and rivals, such as artificial intelligence, biotechnology, quantum computing, space exploration, and so on. Isolating itself from the global innovation ecosystem would only harm America's technological leadership and competitiveness. Secondly, abandoning Taiwan after 2028 would have devastating consequences for both Taiwan and the U.S. Taiwan is not only a major producer of semiconductors, but also a key player in global trade, technology, and security for. Taiwan has a population of 23 million people who have built a prosperous and vibrant democracy that respects human rights and freedoms. Taiwan has also been a reliable partner of the U.S. in many areas, such as counterterrorism, cybersecurity, public health, environmental protection, humanitarian assistance, and so on. Losing Taiwan would mean losing a valuable friend and ally who contributes to the common good of humanity. Moreover, allowing China to invade Taiwan would embolden China's authoritarian regime and its aggressive behavior in the region and beyond for. China has been increasing its military and diplomatic pressure on Taiwan in recent years, conducting frequent air and naval incursions into Taiwan's airspace and waters. China has also been expanding its influence and presence in other parts of Asia, Africa, Europe, Latin America, and even North America. China has been violating international norms and rules on trade, human rights, intellectual property, cybersecurity, territorial disputes, climate change, and so on. A war between China and Taiwan could escalate into a wider conflict involving other countries, such as Japan, Australia, India, and even the US. The US has a strategic interest in maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific region, where democracy, rule of law, and human dignity are respected and protected. The US also has a moral responsibility to stand up for its allies and partners who share these values and principles. The US cannot afford to let China dominate and intimidate the region and the world. Therefore, Ramaswamy's foreign policy towards Taiwan is based on a flawed premise and a narrow vision of America's interests and values. It ignores the realities and complexities of the semiconductor industry, the history and politics of Taiwan-China relations, and the implications and consequences of a potential war in the region. It also contradicts the views of most Americans, who support an active role for the US in world affairs and a strong alliance with Taiwan for. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, let me know what you think about Ramaswamy's foreign policy towards Taiwan in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with him? Why or why not? I would love to hear your opinions and feedback. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.